Alright, so second time is a charm now. I am, Felicia. Sorry, I had a little bit of a scare. I'm in France right now. I'm on vacation, and right when I went live a moment ago, literally the second I went live, I got an email from my bank saying that there was fraud on my card. I'm like, oh, perfect timing. So I was just dealing with all that, but I dealt with it. So we're back online. Yes, I am taking donations, love. And if you made a donation, you would most certainly be next. Thank you. Me too. It is definitely a blessing that I have the time off to do it, and because I work for schools, and so it's quiet during January and the summer months, and yeah, no, it's really wonderful. I went to London too. Went to jolly London town. It was so bloody cold. It was really, really cold, but it was really, really fun. Hey, Mahogany. Good to see you, love. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. What's up? Oh, has he started acting differently? That's good. That's wonderful. He's acting different now. Thank you so much, Felicia, for your donation, love. Thank you, thank you. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Or yeah, it's not completely different, but a little better, like a 180. That's good. That's good to hear, Mahogany. It's always good progress. Oh, the soulmate confirmation reading? Yeah, that's the soulmate confirmation reading. I think it's 1616, but let me double check. Yeah, 1616, unless you do SuperChat, then it's 2323. Which one is better overall, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Okay. Are these individuals? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better overall, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better for Felicia, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what is better for Felicia, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better for Felicia, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better for Felicia, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better for Felicia, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better for Felicia, Rusk, Wrecker, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better for Felicia, Rusk, Record, or Owen? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, which is better for Felicia, Rusk, Record, or Owen? Let's see, Felicia. They're all businesses. Okay. We have the Hermit reversed, the Magician, and that's for Rusk. We have the Magician reversed for overall energies. For Wrecker, we have the Chariot. Overall energies, we have Justice. For Owen, we have Three of Cups reversed. The best is Wrecker with the Chariot. And it will be fitting for you with this Justice card here. I don't know if this is a business that you're going to be patronizing, but definitely out of the three, I would say Wrecker. Yeah, Rusk, we have the Hermit reversed. Owen, we have Three of Cups reversed. There's something about Rusk that seems kind of shady with the Magician reversed, and I also get that vibe too with Owen with this Three of Cups reversed, but I 100% Wrecker. That's who I choose as well when I look to all the facts. Yeah, listen, yeah, your intuition's smart, your intuition's good. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. It's like hands down, that's who you want to align yourself with there. That would be best for you. Well, thank you so much, Felicia. I'm glad to have confirmed your intuition there. Thank you so much. And your due diligence, of course. Thank you so much, Mahogany, for your donation, love. Did you have 2 questions or did you want a 10 card? The reading where if the guides approve. Okay, well that's 1616, the soulmate confirmation reading. So the difference would be $2.02 if you want to do the soulmate confirmation reading. And we can ask that in one of 2 different ways. We can ask if Reese is a soulmate of yours, or we can alternatively, which is what I think you want to do, ask your spirit guides if they give their blessing. $2.02. It's yeah, it's 1616. Yeah, $2. Thank you so much, love. All right. So you wanted to ask it, you want to ask for their blessing, right? If they give their blessing with you and Reese. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahoganies, spirit guides, and angels give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahoganies, spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahoganies, spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahoganies, spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahoganies, spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahoganies, spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese in her life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Do mahogany spirit guides give their blessing towards Reese? We have 3 of Wands reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, Page of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, the Moon reversed, 3 of Pentacles reversed, the Hierophant reversed, the Tower, 2 of Pentacles, and 2 of Swords. It's not just the fact that they're mostly reversals. These are mostly cup reversals. This is a major no. This is a big no. Did we ask your spirit guides? Didn't we ask if he was a soulmate of yours and they said no, or was that someone else? This wasn't asking necessarily if Reese is a soulmate of yours, but I was asking if they give their blessing. I will be honest, and I've said it before, it's not the easiest to get. Like, when you get Spirit's blessing, it's a big deal. I haven't seen it that often with people. They really, really want the very, very best for us, and that's part of it here. I don't think if we asked, okay, so that must have been someone else. So what I'm seeing here is part of it is, yes, they just want the very, very best for you, and that's a huge part of it, is he's definitely not the very, very best for you. I know you said that he's done a 180, and that's fantastic. You're seeing some progress, you're seeing some change, but you deserve the 360. You deserve the 360, and that's what I'm seeing here is with this 3 of Wands reversed, it's going to take forever, if it's ever going to happen at all. This 360 that needs to happen may very well not happen. This 3 of Wands and this 3 of Pentacles. Spirit is saying that it would be very, very difficult for this to work in a solid way between the two of you, it would be a very one-sided relationship. There would be a lot of things that he would be, and that he has already been concealing from you, with both the Moon reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed, and the Hierophant reversed. The Hierophant reversed is also concealing one's truths, and it's also a sign that the two of you don't want the same things from one another. You're looking for two different things. Spirit is saying that he's not your Page of Cups. He's not your Knight of Cups. You may feel like he is, but that's where that could very well be part of his deception. Is he could be very charming, and sometimes it's the most charming, charismatic ones that can be the most problematic. I'm not trying to say that every single person who's charismatic or charming is a problematic person, but I think that there's a lot that he is. And of course, there's good and bad to all of us, but the unfavorable sides to him, you haven't seen nearly as bad as they can get, and it's not like, we all have faults. It's like you want to stay away. This is a bullet that you want to dodge with the Tower. One of the few upright cards that we got here. I'm going to ask 2 questions instead. What were the two? I think this answers a lot here. I don't know what the 2 questions were, but yeah, this Knight of Cups reversed and 2 of Pentacles. It's like there's 2 sides to the coin here. What he's shown you so far is the very, very best of him, and that's as good as it's going to be. It's not going to get better than that. And the things that you haven't seen of him that are of the darker side of things are much darker than you would imagine. And it would definitely, if you were to see that side of him, it would definitely get you to reconsider things, I think. Even though I know you have strong feelings for him. Excuse me, one moment. Yeah, even though I know that you've developed strong feelings for him, and it hasn't been a huge amount of time, hasn't been a super short amount of time, but what I like about these readings, it's not just, we give our blessing or we don't give our blessing. It's like, this is the reason why we're not giving our blessing, and what they're saying is there's a lot to him that you're not seeing. And of course that's the case when we're dating anyone new. But if Spirit is saying like that, the negative aspects of him, we don't want you to have to even experience or see. That's a big warning there. Well, what are the darker things is really what I wonder. It's okay, I understand. I just wish I knew what it was. I think that it could be he has a wandering eye and he can't be committed to someone. He could have anger issues. He could have violent tendencies. He could have anger, or did I just say anger issues? I think I did. But very and I think control issues as well. Things needing to be on his terms and only on his terms. They're pretty dark to the point where he's deliberately concealing them, because they're things that others haven't been accepting of in the past, or have suffered through in the past. And I see this also as something that Spirit just doesn't want to see you have to suffer through, because they know that you've already developed feelings for him, and when we develop feelings for people, we tend to make concessions for people, and try to see the very best. And I understand that, there's good and bad to all of us, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But Spirit is saying that the bad outweighs the good. So whether it's, he's just sloppy around the house, or whether he's got serious anger issues. It could be super extreme, or it could be not so extreme, but Spirit is saying that it would outweigh the good. And the good that you're seeing here is as good as it gets. Like, it's not going to get better there. So, of course, I don't want to tell you to just, lay this to rest and not talk to him anymore. But, I think just taking it cautiously is wise here, and just keeping your eyes peeled, and yeah, it could be a multitude of things, girl. It could be like I mentioned, just something as simple as him not being super tidy, or it could be him having like some serious issues. It could be both, One is, being sloppy around the house, that's manageable. But if someone's got like bad anger or depression issues, or, possibly something with the moon reverse, that could be possibly something mental, like depression or bipolar disorder. Absolutely, no problem, Mahogany. Thank you so much, Mahogany. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. It was just something that came to my mind. It could be something, people go through depression, but it could also be something heavier than that. That's harder to deal with. I don't know. I have no idea. That was just something that just popped into my head. Don't quote me on that. I am wondering if Reese is like my father, if not worse, because I know when you have certain wounds, you can be attracted to certain things. Yes, yeah, absolutely. There's definitely that. We are often attracted to partners who are resonant with our parents, or certain aspects of our parents. Yeah, let's see. Angels, messengers. Is that the question you want to ask? Okay, so you want to know if Reese is like your father? Like, there's something in him, because clearly I don't know Reese as much, but yes, ask that. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Reese similar to Mahogany's father? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides is very similar to Mahogany's father. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides is very similar to Mahogany's father. Knight of Wands, the Empress, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think so. Because we have a father card here, and we have two mother cards here. So I mentioned that it's not just women are attracted to men who are like their fathers. Men are attracted to women who are like their mothers. It can also just be traits that we see in our parents growing up. But I'm definitely seeing that there's a lot of similarities with this Two of Pentacles. And I don't know what your father's issues were, but it made it very, very difficult for him to show love, to express love, to really be there for you as a father. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that it put you into a place where you had to be very self-reliant with this Queen of Wands and the Empress as well. I know you had your mother as well, but you did have to do a lot of self-raising. And yeah, I do see a similarity as well with this Knight of Wands being a masculine card. Again, I don't know what your father, and you didn't grow up with your mother either, so you really did have to raise yourself. So yeah, it was, you didn't have that advantage. My mother also has some serious issues, but I do speak to her. I think you've mentioned that. Yeah, you do speak to your mom, but she also has issues. Yeah. So you definitely had to mother you had to mother yourself. You had to take care of yourself when you were a kid. So you're very independent. And I don't know if he's looking to be taken care of in some way. You give me the sense that you're a very nurturing person. And that you need to be, protective of, how often, how much we do help those that we care about, so that we're not being taken advantage of. But yeah, it looks like they do have a lot of similarities. Love really does. And yeah, it could be part of the reason why you do feel a draw here towards him. Because there's a familiarity. Excuse me. It's really cold here. Yeah, so I think that is likely the case, Mahogany. I think there's a lot of similarities there. And yeah, that's very, very difficult to navigate when one doesn't have a good or any person to look up to there, or to emulate or compare to. Maybe that's why he feels a draw towards me too, because of something I carry from what I went through with my father. Yeah, possibly. But you just want to make sure that it's all in the best interest. Like no one's trying to take advantage of you or anything like that. If he is trying to, if he does see how fiercely independent you are, make sure he's not trying to take advantage of that. Sees how nurturing you are. People need to earn that. That's something that people need to earn. That definitely shouldn't just be given. willy-nilly because you don't want to risk being taken advantage of there. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing. He has mentioned he doesn't want to take advantage. He's already said that, but what prompted him to say that? Why that seems like an odd thing to mention out of the blue. Like, I don't want to take advantage of you. That should be an understanding. If I was interested in a guy and he said that to me, that would be a red flag to me. I'd be like, why was that mentioned? I assumed you wouldn't. Yeah, that's a red flag to me. I don't understand why. Yeah, I'm just putting myself in your shoes, and if I was dating a guy and he said that to me, and it's hard. It's hard to see those red flags when you like someone, but from a third party perspective, that's a huge red flag to me. That's an odd thing to mention. Unless you were talking about, like, I'm very nurturing and sometimes I get taken advantage of, which is also not a good thing to mention to people because then if they're the wrong person, they can try and take advantage of that. But especially if it just came out of the blue, that's worrisome. That's somewhat problematic. Talk about your feelings. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But even then, I think that's still to be understood. To not take advantage of someone's feelings, not take advantage of someone's energies, emotions. That should be understood. Thank you very much, Felicia, for your donation. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I can kind of understand that if you guys were having a conversation, but it's still a little bit of at least a pink flag there. Not the best thing to say. It should just be that should just be an understanding. You're very welcome. You are so welcome, Mahogany. Thank you. Miss Felicia, thank you for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Felicia, thank you so much. Please go ahead and post your question. Thank you. Okay, I was going to probably sign off in just a little bit, so I'll wait another 5 minutes or so, okay? And then I gotta start getting ready. Thank you, Mahogany. We'll do. Thank you so much, Felicia, for your extra donation. Thank you. Just give me 1 second. Thank you. Thank you so much, Felicia. I'll be there in just a second. All right. Thank you so much, Felicia. Okay, so my first question is, okay. Does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Okay. Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides. And let me just close donations here. Does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? Ancient Messengers and Spirit Guides, does the foundation need fixing at Brookville? We have Ace of Swords reversed, 10 of Swords reversed, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and 9 of Pentacles reversed. Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. The foundations do absolutely need to be fixed. Ace of Swords reversed, not a solid foundation. 2 of Pentacles, it needs to be rebalanced. Something has come to a close. Something has come to an end that needs to be fixed with this 10 of Swords reversed. But all is not lost. And 9 of Pentacles reversed. Lack of foundations. Foundations are gone. But with this 4 of Cups, all is not lost. It's definitely fixable. But yeah, definitely needs its foundations fixed. All right, love man. What is your second question? Okay, I'm not going to be on later. I'm going out now. But I will try and be on tomorrow. If not tomorrow, you can always reach out to me over email or Instagram. Okay, all right, love. Will do. Well, thank you so much. Thank you all very, very much. Much love and light to you. Thank you so much, Felicia, and I